he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down, Kamara. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
12 more yards there and another first down. Off play action. Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. Those are the types of run, Charles, that they say this first-year running back can provide a lot more of in the future.
He made it look easy, didn't he? Picking up that first down. Some have described him as a diamond in the rough with a lot of polish, nice little buffing. This guy could be one of the top backs going forward. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he finds McLaurin. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 25-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. And now a pass dumped off to his running back. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Just about every quarter.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
We got this.
Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards, good for a giant first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Jones now on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Mike, 50, right there, 56.
Here's Jones. Gonna throw again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. And now the 3rd down throw, incomplete as well.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on, O, come on, O.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
58, right up.
2nd and 6.
58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch, 'cause I
Throw
gotta
left
take you to
side
school.
complete. It's Love. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A pass there complete to Sutton. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Now a handoff looking right. That he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Get ready.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
58.
They'll set up a throw.
I got wide.
Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Panther 11. Give me that ball, defense.
Hatch.
Now they try the right side here. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys are going to retake the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
And Ballantyne going to sit on this one. That'll be a touchback. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff?
Yeah.
Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And now a pause here after the play because, as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Liking 18.
Right there, 56. Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
On 3rd down, it's Walton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's
I am.
miles away and smiling.
And that is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Tracking 60. Rocco 80.
Mike 29.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. Back deep, Golden Tate. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight end's right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there just before halftime. 47 yards.
Able to hit on a big play right there in the 2-minute drill. And now they've got a chance to use all the remaining clock and build on their lead right before halftime.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Now a handoff looking right. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Flushed out right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
That's our ball. Going the other way.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
A final shot before break. Jones looking for Shepard deep. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. All right, we'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
58's the mic.
Check Mike. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Going 58's the 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Switch it.
They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 21. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
I'm coming after you.
2nd and 11. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
56 is the mic.
Cut. Watch the twist, watch it.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he takes a shot on the release, as this will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Rolling to his right. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Watch the screen.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Let's get some 19 tight, 19.
And to give this time to the tailback. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
Man, they got to let us play.
That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
We taking wins home.
29 is the mic. Mike 29.
Gotta get this stop here.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
We got 6.
A big play there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. New York ready to go again offensively. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Kamara. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
He wasn't ready.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
They run it again with Kamara. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Let's go.
Back to throw.
50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
And this one's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw.
Come on, QB, come on.
And that is incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Watch screen.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter.
Right there.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. And they run the option on 2nd down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Okay, take us to school here, Charles. On a play like that, pretty successful RPO. What's the quarterback looking at?
Basics, he's looking at the defensive end or the outside linebacker. If that player crashes down to take the running back, quarterback pulls it, runs to the outside end. Some teams, though, will read different players depending on defenses, but basically it's that outside player.
Mike 20, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Jones on 1st down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Jones throw on target to Shepard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be, for 6 points.
Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
We're going to work.
Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
I'm coming out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
Yeah, baby.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Looking to throw. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Watch the ball, watch the ball. Big Dan. Go trap. Shift shot, boy 80.
Twist.
79 Bronco.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. That one is slant to McLaurin. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Jones operating from the gun. That's complete left side to Shepard. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 6 there on first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Shakes off the sack. Completes this again to Shepard. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Double tight.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Tight right. Solo out there. Check the outs out there.
Again, it's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On third down, here's Kamara. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 24-21, 23 seconds to go. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down.
Here we go. 50, Mike. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Let's get that ball.
A first throw for the backup Haskins. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Off the play fake. Here's Haskins.
Pick up the ball.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here we go with Haskins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They go play action now. Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. Now Aldrich Rosas for the field goal attempt. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, man up, D. Man up.
One final shot for Haskins. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one, hence the decline.
Well, Charles.